Fortnitemares 2025 is officially here, and it's safe to say that Epic Games could have just perfected their Halloween-themed seasons. Everyone had high hopes this year since Fortnitemares 2024 was considered one of the greatest Fortnitemares of all time due to the gameplay, weapons, collabs, and so much more. But Fortnite has definitely beaten last year's Fortnitemares by far. So today, we'll be going over if Fortnite has finally perfected its Fortnitemares season, and also what they can learn for other future holiday seasons. As you may have noticed when you loaded into your first game, the map has some notable POIs. The first being Freaky Fields, which was a meme POI in last year's Fortnitemares that many people wanted to see return. Thankfully, we got it back, and it seems that the community is really happy about it too. Jumping over to the other side of the map is Creepy Camps, and it may not look like much at first. However, this is Jason's POI where he resides. He is a slow boss on the map, and if he hits you, it packs a punch. This is similar to the cabin in his movie called Camp Crystal Lake, and Epic Games did a great job at resembling the spookiness of the movie. Also, you may notice that at his POI, you can smash these glowing pumpkins instead of chests to give you loot, which is a really cool and different addition, and you can also find these in other parts of the map. Jason should be coming to the item shop on October 17th, so make sure to use code TRICKIES if you're planning on purchasing him. Now, you may have noticed while walking around the map a few of these odd-looking telephone booths. This is actually for one of my favorite collabs, which is Ghostface. Enter his telephone booth and you'll instantly turn into his skin, and also you'll receive his mythic where you can scan enemies and also use his knife. In a few of the POIs, you might have seen the overgrown vines. These are meant for the leading boss Doja Cat, which is also in the item shop right now. There's a chance for her to spawn at one of these POIs, and if you kill her, you'll receive her mythic, the Thorn Rippers, and also she'll join your team. There are also other bosses around the map, which I think helps a lot with the flow of gameplay and also makes playing way less boring. As you may have noticed, we have 3 new notable items. The chainsaw, which I'm very happy returned. It leads to quick rotations, and you can also slice open builds. We already knew this item had such a high chance of returning because it was so loved in last year's Fortnitemares. We also have the Witch Broom, which now has durability instead of being infinite, which I think leads to more balanced gameplay since we have so many rotation items on the map. Last but not least, we have our first non-mythic crossover item in the game, which is the Scooby Snacks. Now, we don't have Scooby-Doo skins in the game yet, however, there are a ton of Scooby-Doo NPCs on the map, even a POI with Daphne showcasing all of the villains that they have killed. We have an insane number of collaborations this Fortnitemares, with more being revealed by the day. But what shocked me even more is that Epic Games is adding Terrifier and Blackphone. These are 2 very non-family friendly skins. Terrifier is a gory horror film, and Blackphone is also a horror film. Blackphone is receiving his own van in Fortnite that was used to kidnap people. It seems that Epic Games is starting to loosen up on the T rating, and we started to see this on the release of Proximity Chat. I think they've noticed that some of their audience for Battle Royale is a bit older, so they have to tend to their interests, just so that Battle Royale doesn't die out. Also, something else that I'm glad Epic Games promoted this season is the Twitch drops. This gives a reason to watch Twitch streamers, and honestly, I wouldn't use the drop items. However, since they're exclusive, I want to be able to have them in my locker. If you want to see me go live so you can get your own Twitch drops, make sure to follow my Twitch in the description below. I think it's safe to say that Epic Games has a pretty packed Fortnitemares, and I haven't even gone over everything yet. What's funny is that I just don't think any other Fortnitemares will top this one, which is the thing that I'm most disappointed about. That being the gameplay, collaborations, cosmetics, and really everything. Fortnite has stepped it up this year because their player count was slowly dwindling off, and people were really concerned that Fortnite Battle Royale was going to die sooner than everyone thought. So what can Fortnite do to retain this Battle Royale audience? I just looked at the numbers, and it's insane how many people have already came back to the game and stayed on Battle Royale. Yes, the player count is a bit higher for Fortnite overall, not much, but we haven't seen almost 500,000 concurrent players, excluding live events, on only Battle Royale in a very long while. Here's a great piece of advice to Epic Games, and also a piece of advice to you if you're ever thinking about or currently working on a project that I've also talked about in previous videos, and it has helped me tremendously in my life as well. And if you're new to my channel, hi, thank you for watching this far, but I mainly upload videos on Fortnite OG, and the key thing that I talk about is longevity of a season. If Epic Games wants this type of retention on their game, making seasons longer and working on them harder will lead to a better season. Remember that. But that's just how it works. If they're constantly pushing content at us, the seasons won't be as special. And I think with the rocky start of Chapter 6, with odd content being pushed out, this Fortnitemares being this good is even more enhanced just because the previous seasons weren't that great. That's just my opinion. I would love to hear your opinions on Chapter 6, so make sure to comment below why you enjoyed it and also why you didn't enjoy it or maybe left the game because of it. So let's go over the true question. Is Fortnitemares 2025 perfect? The first thing I want to go over is the map. The biggest thing for me within Chapter 6, I hated the map. That's just my personal opinion. And with Fortnitemares 2025, they did a ton of changes to the map with over 5 brand new POIs and also mini POIs as well. And this really does change the game a lot, especially for me. I don't know why, but Chapter 6 just had a different feeling of the map than any other chapter. And I know that sounds dumb, not playing a chapter because of the map itself, but it really does play a big factor. I don't know what it was about it, but I think the biggest additions with Freaky Fields and Creepy Camps definitely changed a lot for me. And from what I saw, a lot of other players as well. The ash from the vines and Freaky Fields, the pumpkins around the map. Also, I love the idea that they added back a lot of the tall cornfields. Also, the dead trees, the whole aesthetic of the map right now just feels really Fortnitemares-y, I guess you could say. I don't know why, but Chapter 6 just didn't feel like a Fortnite chapter. It was a lot different, and I think it was because they are tending a lot more to realism. And now that they have stepped it back, they've also brought in Scooby-Doo, a lot of collabs that are cartoonish. It meshes really well with Fortnite because, let me be honest with you, Fortnite Battle Royale is not meant to be a realistic game. They still need to keep their core values at the center, and if they change it, it's just going to be a completely different game. Me personally, if they do this with Winterfest as well, keep it cartoonish, but also keep the style and roots of original Fortnite, which is a cartoonish style, they are going to thrive. Now, Jason and also Ghostface and some of these other characters as well, I think they did a fantastic job at meshing them and keeping them realistic, but they also did it in a cartoonish way. Here's the thing about Epic Games. They are very well at meshing real life and their cartoonish style game, and if they do it in a way like this that they did in Fortnitemares, every single season of theirs will thrive. Also, we're supposed to be getting a collab almost every other day, which is fantastic. It's not like they're shoving content into our face every single day for a year. They're only doing it for a month. This brings people to the game. It also brings them a lot of revenue, and they're actual good skins that people would buy. I'm not gonna lie, I bought over $150 to $200 worth of V-Bucks, and also we're doing giveaways in the Discord right now, so if you want a chance to pick up something from the item shop for free, make sure to join the Discord down in the description below. But I'm gonna leave it up to you in the comment section. Why is this Fortnitemares so perfect? I've seen a lot of videos already on it as well, and I would really love to hear what makes this Fortnitemares so special to you. Guys, it's been your boy Tricky, and I'm out. Peace.